Hi, my name's Pat Davis, your healthplanman.com, and I'd just like to thank you for taking a few minutes to see a little bit more about who we are and what we do.
Dave, you're a Little Rock legend.
Been doing talk radio now for about 37 years. My radio career goes back 53 years. So, no, I'm not tired of it.
Why do you have Pat Davis and his team on your radio show?
Well, real simple. Pat knows what he's talking about. And so I have him on because he does understand that. And he understands cost. He understands that you can get good health care. And he gives my listeners the kind of information they need to save money. And Pat cares. That's the other thing I want to really stress. He cares for the people that he takes care of. If he can't deliver something better than what they have, he doesn't do anything. They offer a plan that helps you. It's going to save you a lot of money. It's different than what you're getting out in the marketplace right now because it's what Pat is. Pat is your health plan man. He knows the answers.
Well, I was hired as the first person here at 93.3 The Fish in Little Rock when the station went on the air back in 2014. And my passion has just always been being able to be on the radio and make a connection with people, that kind of personal one-on-one connection. My experience with Pat started out when he came in to do a couple of commercials. I had never met him before, and when he started telling about saving 30 to 50% on your premiums, started talking about getting paid to go to the doctor, no deductibles, it was just refreshing, and I thought, well, this has to be too good to be true. There's got to be some kind of catch. Taking some time, listening to Pat, talking with him, getting to know him a little bit, realized there wasn't a catch, and took the plunge, and I found out everything he was saying is true. I think the thing that makes Pat different than most healthcare agents is the fact that he's straight up with you. He wants to be honest with you and tell you from the very beginning, here's what you can expect. I can remember being so aggravated that I would pay out the nose for monthly premiums, and then on top of that, have a deductible that I could never meet, and just felt like I was throwing money right out the window all the time. And then he saved me a ton of money on monthly premiums, no co-pays, and I got paid to go to the doctor. Well, I endorse Pat because I believe in his products and I believe in him. He's a good person, and he's somebody that's going to be honest and tell you the truth. Honestly, if I had any kind of doubts about what he was saying, I wouldn't want to be on the air putting my name associated with it, because our listeners trust the things that we say. And I want to make sure we keep that trust. And being able to work with somebody like Pat is just a pleasure.
We offer health plans that are personalized for each individual's situation, where the person can be in control of their healthcare decisions rather than the government or doctors or providers, insurance companies especially.
My family is on it. We've recommended it to other friends and people at church. I often just end up in conversation with people who either have no insurance options at all, or they're not happy with what they have, or they're talking about how expensive the options are. And then I always say, well, have you heard on the radio of your health plan man?
I'm not obligated to go to one area or one hospital or one clinic. I have accessibility to the country if need be. And then in addition to that, Pat Davis. Pat Davis to me is a coach. He just takes care of the questions or concerns or just whatever I need. I just give him a call or a quick text. He responds back very efficiently. Go to a doctor, we don't pay a copay. 2 weeks later or thereabouts, we receive a check. I have no idea how that works. I really don't. I just trust Pat.
I love helping people. A lot of what we do is just educating people and letting them know what they have available to them. The insurance world in healthcare in general is kind of vague. People they just only know what they're told. Oh, you got a copay, you got this. So we do a lot of educating and telling people what they have available to them and what they can do, which inevitably saves them a lot of money. And I really lay my head down on my pillow every night, and I feel like I'm helping people.
Well, it's actually one of the things that our clients appreciate the most about our plans. There actually is no annual contract. We kind of like to think of it as like getting on a bus, and basically you can get on that bus and stay on as long as you want, get off at any point. My passion for what I do is being able to work with people. We stay in touch with people well after the fact that they've become a client of ours. We're not like other insurance companies that they never hear from their insurance agent again. So we're always going to be in touch within reason as much as people want us to be.
He just takes the time to listen. He takes the time to fit you into what you need, not necessarily what the company has to offer. And he walks you through the process. And so the people I've recommended have all signed up, and he helps them process through. Pat Davis is the man.
Well, what I would say is you got to maybe take a leap of faith on this, because I know when you start thinking about your health care, it's hard to let go of what you already have. Even though you may not be happy with it, it can be something that's scary to let go of. But I'm telling you, Pat's plans really work, and they really are what they say they are.
What would you say to those listening to you right now?
Very simple. I'd start with Pat. I wouldn't start with anybody else. I'd start with Pat. That way I'm not wasting my time.
So if you're on our website, if you would click the Get Quote Now button, you just give us your basic information that it asks there. We never share your information. It's all encrypted and protected for your security. Then we will have one of our agents get in touch with you, and we will get you a quote. We look forward to hearing from you at yourhealthplanman.com. We will treat you better.